The most controversial document in the history of world cartography is a piece of parchment compiled by Ottoman admiral and cartographer Piri Reis in 1513. This map, accidentally rediscovered in Topkapi Palace in 1929, harbors a mystery that defies the fundamental assumptions not only of its time, but even of modern science. The map depicts the western coasts of Europe, northern Africa, and the eastern coasts of South America with incredible accuracy considering the level of knowledge at the time. However, the real surprise lies in the existence of a massive landmass at the southern end of the map, drawn a full 300 years before its official discovery: Antarctica. This region on the map not only depicts Antarctica, it also shows a coastline comprised of land. That is, a strip unenclosed by thick ice. The question of how a 16th century navigator, just 20 years after Christopher Columbus's voyages, could map an unknown continent and its geological setting tens of thousands of years prior forms the basis of this documentary. This is not simply a geographical error or a coincidence. It is evidence of lost knowledge, a forbidden cartographic secret. The map emerges as more than just the skill of a world admiral, but a time capsule that shakes the foundations of human history. Piri Reis, the secret of lost sources. The map's creator, Piri Reis, was no ordinary cartographer. He was one of the Ottoman Empire's most skilled navigators. In his detailed notes, colophon in the margin of the map, he states that he did not draw this map alone, but compiled it by combining maps from more than 20 different sources. These sources include a now-lost map claimed to belong to Christopher Columbus and ancient maps said to date from the time of Alexander the Great. And this is precisely where the key to the map's secret lies. Piri Reis drew upon a source that existed thousands of years before him. This chain of ancient sources traces a long and winding path that reveals how knowledge was preserved and passed from hand to hand across civilizations, from the Library of Alexandria, the Byzantine Empire, the libraries of the Islamic Golden Age, and finally, Topkapi Palace. This demonstrates that the map is not just a map, but tangible evidence of ancient geographical knowledge that Europe had largely lost at the time, but that the Ottoman and Eastern civilizations managed to preserve. Like a master collage artist, Piri Reis successfully integrated maps of different scales and projections into the modern Portolan chart system. The map itself uses a complex network of windroses and direction lines, azimuthal projection, instead of modern lines of latitude and longitude, an advanced technique for the 16th century. But the incredible accuracy of the map's Antarctic section suggests that the sources themselves were global and mathematically flawless. The Antarctic anomaly and the 12,000-year-old truth. The most radical and controversial part of the map is the one depicting Antarctica's ice-free coastline. This caused a global sensation in the mid-20th century when American scientist and cartographer Charles Hapgood examined the map. Hapgood claimed that the map's coastline extending beneath South America strikingly aligned with the land structure beneath Queen Maud Land in Antarctica, revealed from beneath the ice by modern seismic surveys. This claim sent shockwaves through the world of cartography as geologists and paleoclimatologists believe the region was last ice-free approximately 10,000 to 12,000 years ago, at the end of the last glacial maximum. Piri Reis's 1513 drawing conveys an observation that must have been made thousands of years earlier. This technical analysis reveals a vast time lag beneath the map's surface. This demonstrates that the map cannot be a simple error, as even someone who mistakenly placed it there would not know the geological details of an ice-free coast. This section explores in depth the striking parallels between scientific data, ice core analysis and seafloor topography, and the map's construction. Claims that the map depicts ocean currents and even some inland features, such as mountain ranges, demonstrate that this knowledge requires not only navigational skills but also geological observation. Lost civilizations and geological conflict theories. The fact that the map contains geographical information dating back 10,000 years inevitably raises three of the most conflicting theories about human history. Theory A: evidence of an advanced lost civilization. The map's cartographic details, requiring spherical trigonometry and accurate longitude measurements, exceed the capabilities of any known civilization before the 16th century. This suggests that the information was derived from Atlantis, a civilization that existed 10,000 years earlier and was destroyed at the end of the last ice age, but possessed technological and geographical knowledge or another advanced civilization. According to this theory, the sources Piri Reis used were fragments salvaged from the libraries of this surviving civilization. This makes the map not only a geographical document, but also a document of forbidden history. Theory B: a long-lived chain of knowledge. This theory argues that knowledge did not emerge suddenly, but was preserved in a chain of libraries until it reached Piri Reis. These source maps may have been drawn by ancient navigators, such as the Phoenicians or Egyptians, and this knowledge was copied or translated over the centuries, passing from the Library of Alexandria to Byzantine texts, and from there to the scientific centers of the Islamic world. This perspective brings the map's origin closer to modern history, but still maintains the idea that the transfer of knowledge occurred long before transatlantic exploration. Theory C: cartographic error and misinterpretation. Skeptical view. The main skeptical view in academic circles holds that the map does not depict Antarctica, but rather an exaggerated or misinterpreted depiction of the southern tip of South America. According to this view, Piri Reis may have added an imaginary landmass to complement the data on his existing maps, influenced by the prevailing belief at the time regarding the existence of Terra Australis. Or it may have resulted from a simple geometric distortion resulting from the combination of different projections used on the map, the distinctive central projection of Portolan charts. This perspective, while acknowledging the map's complexity and use of multiple sources, rejects the most radical claims and provides the documentary with the necessary scientific critique. By presenting the evidence of these three conflicting theories with equal weight, the documentary challenges the viewer to make their own inferences about the true source of this immense geographical information. Rewriting history and the map's legacy. Conclusion: the debate surrounding the Piri Reis map reached its peak in the 20th century, with US Air Force cartographic experts even confirming its incredible